Hi, young athletes, kids, and families. This is Emily, and I'm your coach for this Young Athletes virtual series. I partner with Special Olympics from Reach for Resources, a nonprofit that supports people with disabilities and mental illness to reach their full potential. Here's my assistant, Ziggy, who might be making a couple appearances throughout this series. Thanks so much for joining, and let's get started.
Hey, young athletes, it's week 7 of 8, and today we're working on kicking skills. All you'll need is a soccer ball or something similar, large enough to kick, and a couple of cones or objects that you can use to dribble around or use to set up a goal.
We're all going to be young athletes while we play new games and exercise the muscles in our bodies during these virtual classes. Let's start, young athletes, with our sports song. You can sing along with me and do what I do. All right, here we go. We're going to sing it to Wheels on the Bus. The athletes in the class, they touch their toes, touch their toes, touch their toes. The athletes on the bus, they touch their toes all day long. The runner on the team goes run, 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 run. The runner on the team goes run, 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 all through the town. The swimmer in the water goes swim, 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 swim. The swimmer in the water goes swim, 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 all day long. Great job, friends. You can keep singing along to different verses if you want to make them up.
All right, everybody, now to do your pizza stretch, just sit down, put one leg here, make a big triangle, and this is your pizza slice. All right, so first, to make our pizza, we're gonna roll out some dough. So get some rolling arms, roll down one leg, and back up, roll down the other leg, and back up. Let's do that again. See if you can touch all the way to your toes, roll back up, and roll down to the other leg and touch your toes. Let's roll down the middle, make sure we get all the pizza dough. Up again and down to the middle one more time. Great job. So what goes next on your pizza? I think the sauce. So let's get our bucket of tomatoes here. I think we'll do 5 tomatoes. So grab a tomato, slap it on your pizza, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're going to spread it all out. So spread your sauce nice and even. Get all the way down to your toes for a good stretch. All right, what goes next on your pizza? I think cheese. So let's get a cheese grater out. Here's what our cheese grater looks like. And make sure you bend all the way down so you get pizza cheese on your whole slice of pizza. And go back and forth, really nice and slow. I'm doing mozzarella on my cheese for my pizza. You can do any kind of cheese that you like. A little Parmesan maybe. All right, great. So what goes next on your pizza? I think some toppings. So we can put some pepperoni on there, sausage, green peppers. I like pineapple. You could do mushrooms, whatever kind of toppings you like on your pizza. So you can just slap those on there, all your toppings. All right, I think mine's ready. So let's put it in the oven. Scoop up your piece. Bend forward. We're going to put it in the oven for 10 seconds. So let's count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now sit back up. You can share pizza with your friend over here. Share some pizza with your friend over on this side. We're going to make a table. All right, so slam your front feet down on the ground. Slam your hands backwards. And lift up your belly. Make a table. And then you can eat your pizza. Delicious. Great job. We're going to move on to the next activity.
The first activity that we're going to do today is called a penalty kick. So I'm just going to work on setting up a goal and kicking the ball between the goal. So as you can see, I did a purple and an orange object, and I'm going to take a few steps away from the cones and then work on kicking it in between those two objects. If you have somebody who can act like a goalie, that can be fun too. So they could stand in front of the cones and try to block the ball from going through. But it's just me today. So like I said, I'm just going to go work on kicking it through my net that I set up. All right, let's go over here. All right. Sorry if it's a little windy. And then take a few comfortable steps back. When you kick a ball, you'll want to plant your foot. I usually kick with my right, but I'll show you both. So you plant your left foot and bring your foot back and forward. And look, I can just, oh, hey, Pop. I can go both directions here. I'm not sure if I'll catch it on video. All right, so now I'll do my left foot. So that's when you'd plant your right foot and then bring your foot back and through for your left side. All right. So I was able to make it through both with both feet. So you could always move back further and see how far you can kick. I'm doing this one outside today because I feel like you really need a lot of space to work on your kicking skills. So it'd be great to be outside if you can. There's a few ways you can kick a soccer ball. You can kick it with the side of your foot right here. And that's usually what you use for passing. So you'd plant and then kick it with the side. You can kick it with the top of your foot here. And that's how you'd shoot. So you'd plant and kick with the top of your foot. You can even kick it with the outside of your foot. So you could practice passing back and forth using different parts of your feet. And also practice your penalty kick, which is when the ball is still, and then you walk up to it and kick it when it's not coming towards you. All right, I'd like to see what you guys are doing, but hopefully you're able to do this one from home and have some good luck making penalty kicks. This activity is bowling with soccer kicking. So I set up just 3 cups. I used 3 cubes that I had laying around. Plastic cups are great. Anything that lets you stack it into a pile of 3, or if you have like bowling pins at home, play bowling pins, you could set those up. That'd be great too. So I set them up in kind of a pyramid, so 2 and then 1 on top. You could use more cups if you want. I know some kids like to do 6 cups and make a big pyramid. Whatever works for you. So then what you're going to do is take a few steps back away from your bowling setup and kick the ball, try to knock it down. All right, so it's trickier than it looks. Mine's on the concrete there. Just try to make it so that you could see it. I'm going to start with 10 steps. Depending on how old you are, you can start with 5 steps. If you get it, you can go 10 steps. If you get it, you could go 15 steps. You could keep making it more challenging for yourself, okay? So I'm going to start with 10 steps, I think. Here we go. I'm going to stand by my tower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I don't want to get off screen, so I took pretty small steps. Here we go. So I set my ball down. It's kind of like penalty kick, but it's a little bit more exciting maybe because you have a target that you could knock down. So here we go. I'm going to step next to it and aim for my... All right, I got it. All right, let's set it up and do it again. I can go from this direction now. Here we go. I'll try with my left this time. Ready? Whoops, missed it with my left. Let's try that again. Okay, missed it again with my left. Maybe go back to my right here. Maybe I was lucky on my first try. There we go. All right, I got it. All right, now it's your turn. So the penalty kick was using a stationary ball. So that's a little bit easier when the ball isn't moving towards you. But now we're going to work on some passing. And so I figured out a way to do it. I'm going to just use this receptacle here and kick against that. So if you don't have anybody with you, you could maybe use your garage door or go to a park and find a place that you can kick a ball against. So I'm not going to be kicking it too hard, just going to be passing it back and forth and work on moving my body in front of the ball and keep getting it to my partner or to my object. So if you have a partner, that's great. Here we go. I'm just going to set my ball down. I'll start it like a penalty kick, but then it's going to come back towards me. I'm going to try to get my body in front of the ball and then pass it back to my object, which is this receptacle. All right, so here we go. I'm going to start with my penalty kick, and you can use both feet. The harder you kick it, the faster it's going to come back to you, okay? So kick, stop, kick. You can kick it while it's in motion, or you can stop it with your foot and then go from there, all right? You can use the outside of your foot. You can use the inside. You can use your left. You can use your right. I've got some obstacles in my way, so make sure you have enough space. I think that'd be the best way to get the most out of this activity. All right, let's do a couple more here. See if I can get it a few times without stopping. Whew! All right, gonna wrap it up there and have fun playing with a partner or with an object. Now we're going to work on some cone dribbling. So dribbling is what it's called when a soccer player kind of maintains possession of the ball. They keep the ball for themselves and they move down the field or across the field. So it's using smaller kicks and then running after the ball. So you have just really soft touches is what we're going to practice here. And so this isn't a race. This is more about flow and control, okay? And you can use both of your feet while you're doing this. I set up a course behind me, as you can see, and I just used some blocks that I had and a couple little mats, and I'm going to use that tree to turn around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dribble down and then go around the tree and then dribble back through the course. Okay, and then you guys can set up your own course at home using anything you have. It could be stuffed animals, it could be napkins, whatever you have laying around that you can dribble around. But again, this is a better one outside on hard floor. This is going to go really fast and be a lot harder than in the grass. In the grass, the ball is a little bit slower and it's a little bit easier, but it's still a tough activity. So here we go. It's all about slow and control. You can go as fast as you feel comfortable, and then let somebody else have a turn, and then go again and work on your ball control skills. All right, here we go. I got my ball. Oh, hey, Pups. He's set up at the front of my first cone. All right, he's a boy. Here we go. I'm gonna kind of zigzag. That's what I set up my course. All right, so I'm gonna just use all sides of my feet, the outsides, the insides, to turn around the objects. And as you can see, I'm going pretty slow. I set myself up kind of a difficult course here. So maybe I'll go a little faster on my way home, or on my way back. On my way back. Here we go. Okay, these ones are a little more spread out. So the closer you put them together, the harder it's going to be. Okay, I made it. Made it. So I'm halfway. Now I'm going to zigzag my way back. And maybe go a little bit faster than I was going before. If you lose control of the ball, you can just use your feet. Try not to pick it up with your hands. And make it back to the course. And I did it. All right, now it's your turn. This is an advanced soccer skill where you're working on trapping and then shooting. So what you're going to do is hopefully have a partner or an object you can kick against so that the ball can be coming at you. You'll kick it towards another person or an object. The ball will be coming back at you. You'll have to stop it with your feet. With soccer, we always use our feet, unless you're the goalie. And then stop it and then aim for a goal. So I just did that orange and that purple cone. Oops, there we go. There and there. My orange and purple cones. That's setting up for my goal. And then I'm going to kick it against there to pass. And then I'll stop it and hit the goal. All right, I'll show you how it's done. Here we go. I'm going to start here, pass to your partner or to your object. Ball will be coming towards you. Stop it and shoot. All right, let's do it again. Pretty quick one. Okay, ready? Pass it, stop it, and shoot. All right. It's great to keep working on trapping as well. So what you can do is just pass it back and forth, stop it, and then, keep passing it back and forth. So pass, trap, pass, trap, pass, trap. The way I'm trapping is just by putting my foot lightly on the ball, not too much pressure so you kind of slip on it, but just barely touching it. Pass, trap. You can use either foot. All right, let's do one more with a goal. Here we go. Pass, trap, shoot. All right. Now it's your turn.
Let's end our Young Athletes class today with a song. Sing along with me and do as I do. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, run real fast. If you're happy and you know it, run real fast. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, run real fast. If you're happy and you know it, do all three. If you're happy and you know it, do all three. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, do all three. Great job, you guys. I'll see you next week. Thanks for joining.